Which side is being too rigid? Sanjay Nirupam of the Congress Party, Lok Sabha Member of Parliament and National Spokesperson, debating tonight with Venkaiah Naidu, Senior Leader, former BJP President and Member of Parliament in the Rajya Sabha, Mr. Naidu and Sanjay Nirupam. Thank you very much. Mr. Nirupam, aren't you being too rigid? You lost the winter session of 2010 on 2G, on the JPC on 2G. You lost monsoon session 2011 on Lokpal. You lost monsoon session 2012 on Colgate. And now you seem to be heading towards losing the winter session 2012 on this issue of whether or not to have a voting motion on FDI in retail. Are you choosing to be too rigid, Mr. Nirupam?
I think this question you should ask from BJP, because we are not against the discussion on any subject in the parliament. FDI in multi-brand retail is an executive decision, and these decisions should not be put on voting. These type of executive decisions should not be subjected to votings. So what is our suggestion? Can you please come and have a discussion on this issue? But BJP is rigid, and BJP is insisting upon Rule 184, which entails voting provision.
Yes.
If at all BJP is so much confident of its number, and they want that the government can be defeated by their number, they can bring no confidence.
So, but I thought you were sure of your numbers. Are you not sure of your numbers, Mr. Nirupam?
No, for us it is not a matter of number. It is a matter related to a censorship on the executive decisions. Executive has a right to take policy decision, and under that right, the government of India has taken a decision, and this decision is not going to basically overpower the parliamentary encroach into the parliamentary authority.
So this is, Mr. Nirupam, you are taking a position which completely contradicts, as I pointed out in an earlier News Hour chat. It contradicts the position that the Congress party, your party, took in 2001 when you wanted a 184 motion. Parliamentary Affairs Minister was Pramod Mahajan. Pramod Mahajan, you remember that? Pramod Mahajan on Balco, if I was not...
I do remember.
You do remember.
I do remember.
At that time, you wanted 184. BJP allowed it. BJP allowed it. There was a vote.
I do remember. At that time, let me reply to your question, Mr. Arnab Goswami. That was a case related to Balco.
So?
Balco was a case of disinvestment. Balco being a PSU, the government of India was selling its share, selling its own assets.
No, but Mr. Nirupam, the issue was the same.
Parliament's authority was
the issue was the same.
Let me complete.
The issue was the same. Executive versus Parliament. Issue was same. You admit issue was same.
Not at all. Not at all. Let me complete first. These two issues are not at all similar. Balco issue was basically, without taking parliament into confidence, you are selling its own asset. You are basically giving away your own company, government-owned company. So somehow parliament's authority.
So the same argument is a question of perspective.
But as far as FDI, 1 minute, Arnab, as far as FDI multi-brand retail is concerned, in this case we are trying to bring money to the country. So it has nothing to do with basically the encroachment upon the authority of the parliament.
Mr. Naidu, my opening question to you is, and after this I leave it to an open debate between both you esteemed gentlemen. My opening question to you is, Mr. Naidu, today I have some figures. The figures tell me that Indian Parliament today works 45% less than the Indian Parliament in 1984 to 1989. 41% less in number of hours. You have 22 bills for consideration. This UPA 2 has had the worst record in terms of getting work done in Parliament. Don't you think, Mr. Naidu, you've taken it too far? Now you need to let work happen and let the Speaker take a decision.
Not at all. Arnab, try to understand. We should not try to divert the issues. The issue is of a larger public interest wherein the government have taken a major policy decision without consulting its allies, without taking the parliament into confidence, and without having the numbers also. My point is, when the Congress is reduced to a minority after withdrawal of support by TMC, they have taken a decision. On 7th December 2011, Sri Pranab Mukherjee, then Finance Minister and leader of the Lok Sabha, came to the parliament to end the stalemate. Please try to understand that.
Yes,
Sanjay
I remember,
also
yes.
Try to appreciate this point. At that time also, there was a stalemate in parliament created by TMC, created by DMK, created by their own allies, some of them going to the well of the house, saying that the country do not need FTA in retail. So Sri Pranab Mukherjee at that time came back to the house and said, I have consulted all the political parties, now there is a solution, and he said the decision to permit 51% of FDI in multi-brand retail is suspended till a consensus is developed through consultation among various stakeholders. You give an assurance to the parliament and you explain who are the stakeholders, said chief ministers and political parties. This is number one.
No, Mr. Nirupam wants to rebut you. I'm allowing Mr. Nirupam to come in. I'm coming back to you. Yes. No, Mr. Nirupam wants to rebut you. Then I'm coming back to you, Mr. Naidu. Mr. Nirupam, this quotation of December 7th to December 7th that in the Lok Sabha of Pranab Mukherjee in 2011 is going to come back to haunt you again and again. I have the quote with me. And had this promise not been made by your then finance minister, the BJP would not have been in a strong position. I don't know what your rebut is to Mr. Naidu, but you have a right to go ahead. Yes, Mr. Nirupam. What is your rebut to Mr. Naidu?
I do remember that Mr. Pranab Mukherjee, in the capacity of leader of the house and as a finance minister of that period, had given assurance in the parliament when this FDI was being opposed from every corner that we will consult each and every stakeholder.
Yes.
Subsequently, our commerce minister, Mr. Anand Sharma, has consulted each and every state chief ministers. He has organized several meetings of several stakeholders. And after that, this decision is not going to be imposed upon anyone. This is just enabling framework. And these issues are going to be debated in the assemblies of the states. Whichever state want to implement this policy, they are free to implement.
So, but did he say, did he say consensus or consultation? Did he say consensus or consultation, Mr. Nirupam?
Consultation.
No, he said consensus.
Consultation.
He said consensus. He said consensus, Mr. Nirupam.
What do you mean by consensus?
Consensus means getting everybody on the same
11
page.
chief ministers.
Therefore, I will read out. Therefore, the government will take a decision after a consensus is developed through the process of consultation. Consensus is developed through process of consultation.
Consensus through process of consultation.
This is a statement made by Pranab Mukherjee. Yeah, consensus. And then in Rajya Sabha also, Anand Sharma made a similar statement
can I intervene, please?
There will be consensus. No, let me complete now. He has given an assurance to Rajya Sabha also. What you are saying now is, immediately after that, your allies have opposed this decision. DMK supported Bharat Bandh, Samajwadi Party supported it, and BSP also said that it should be recalled. It has to be rolled back. That is the wording they have used in parliament. And after getting reduced to minority, after your allies oppose it, after giving an assurance to parliament, and you go ahead and then you have to take a decision when you are in minority. How can you do it? That is the issue.
Can I intervene now?
Yeah, go ahead, Mr. Nirupam.
Please.
See, any consultation has a basically objective to create consensus. But in our country right now, at this point of time, I don't think there should be, there are the rarest of the rare issues which can have consensus in the parliament. So what our leader of the opposition of that time was willing to say that we will try our best to create consensus through consultation, and the consultation process.
So why do you want to have a discussion without a vote? Mr. Nirupam, I have a direct question for you. I have a question for you, Mr. Nirupam.
The idea against 6 chief ministers who are against it. So majority prevails.
Mr. Nirupam, my question
has to be taken into consideration.
Mr. Nirupam, my question to you is this. Please listen to me. The position of the Congress party known, position of the BJP known, position of most political parties are in the public domain. Another same old discussion on FDI in parliament does not serve any purpose unless there is a vote. If there is a vote, then it is a different issue. It comes to a logical conclusion. What is the point of having another discussion without a vote if you made up your mind?
Arnab, you are completely wrong.
No, you made up your mind.
Arnab, you are completely wrong.
Why?
We all know that each and every party has got its own position with regard to FDI and multi-brand
but tell me, sir.
If you conclude that only voting can...
but Parliament is not just a debating society, sir.
Completely wrong.
But Parliament is not just a debating society.
Not be subjected to voting in the Parliament.
So what's wrong with voting in Parliament? Has the Congress party not used 184 in the past? itself on any issue?
No, Arnab.
So,
Arnab, my point is democracy means voting also. Voting is an essential part of democracy. When there is a dispute,
not
when
necessarily.
there is a disagreement, when the larger issues are involved, then voting is a must. That's how democracy functions. Secondly, I have a question to Congress
That
party.
means Mr.
Sanjay is
Venkaiah
my friend.
Naidu.
I am not going to quarrel with him. You try to understand. Please, Sanjay, just hear me for a minute. One is giving an assurance to Parliament and then going against it. Secondly, after being reduced, taking a unilateral decision. And thirdly, you have said on record that the decision to allow FDI in retail is anti-national. This is what Mr. Priyan Das Munshi has written to Mr. Maraswamy Maran on 16th December 2002. You call it as anti-national at the time, and now you say it is in the national interest. And on the top of it, Arnab, here is an important issue. The present Prime Minister, who was the leader of the opposition in Rajya Sabha, he has assured the delegation of Federation of Chambers of Maharashtra, saying that the FDI in retail trade is not in the interest of the country because instead of creating employment, it will destroy
So you are saying
employment.
political